Arsenal must sign the player Thierry Henry called magnificent to save our season. Bradley Barcola is literally begging to leave PSG and join us, but we're doing nothing. Plus, Jamie Carragher predicts Arsenal will struggle at Leeds after that United disaster. And the January window is closing with Arsenal sitting on their hands. Gooners, this is getting scary. What's up, Gooners? Before we dive into this absolute madness, do me a huge favour. Smash that like button right now. It helps the algorithm massively and keeps these daily Arsenal updates coming your way. Appreciated. Right, let's start with the player Arsenal must sign according to many experts. Federico Dimarco from Inter Milan. Arteta needs to accelerate Arsenal's plans to sign Dimarco this month after seeing how we struggled against Manchester United. And here's why this is so important. Arsenal lack creativity, especially at full-back. Mikel Arteta insists on playing centre-backs at full-back. Jurriën Timber, Riccardo Calafiori, Ben White, Piero Hincapié. They've all been great defensively, but they don't offer enough going forward. During the United match, Gary Neville was literally urging Hincapié to produce more crosses because too often he looks to go backwards. And when Hincapié finally delivered a cross late in the game, it caused chaos and resulted in Lisandro Martinez's own goal. That one moment proved the point. Arsenal need more attacking threat from fullback. We need someone who can deliver quality crosses, create chances, stretch defences. Enter Federico Dimarco. And here's why this is massive. Back in 2023, Thierry Henry called the Italian fullback magnificent, following his performance in Inter Milan's Champions League semi-final win over AC Milan. When Thierry Henry calls someone magnificent, you listen. This is our greatest ever player recognizing elite quality. Over the last 2 seasons, Dimarco has become one of the best attacking fullbacks in Europe. The 28-year-old offers something completely different to what Arsenal currently have. And get this, Berta would have been keeping a close eye on Dimarco during Arsenal's win over Inter last week in the Champions League. Perfect scouting opportunity. After that match, Dimarco himself hailed Arsenal as a very strong side. There's mutual respect there. Now, Dimarco just demonstrated his class again. In Inter's 6-2 win over Pisa, he came off the bench at 2-0 down in the 34th minute and produced 1 goal and 2 assists to help Inter turn the game on its head. 3 goal involvements in one half coming off the bench. This season alone, Dimarco has 5 goals and 7 assists in Serie A. 12 goal involvements from a fullback. That's the kind of output Arsenal desperately need. And here's the interesting twist. Dimarco is already competing with Calafiori for the left-back spot in the Italian national team. They're rivals for Italy, but Arsenal should be making them clubmates. Imagine having both Calafiori and Dimarco competing for that left-back spot at Arsenal. Rotation, competition, different tactical options depending on the opponent. That's smart squad building. Arsenal have kept their powder dry in the January window so far. We haven't signed anyone, but a move for Dimarco could be ideal. He's experienced, he's in his prime at 28, and he'd provide that creative spark from fullback that Arteta's system desperately needs. The question is whether Inter would sell mid-season. They're competing for the Scudetto. Losing Dimarco now would hurt them. But if Arsenal make a serious offer, wave big money in front of Inter, maybe it's possible. Berta needs to pick up the phone this week, check his availability, test Inter's resolve. Because after watching us struggle to break down United, it's clear we need more creativity. And Dimarco, the player Thierry Henry called magnificent, could be the answer. Now let's talk about Bradley Barcola, because this situation is absolutely mental and Arsenal are missing a golden opportunity. Barcola is literally asking to be signed. He's crying out for a new challenge, and Arsenal are doing nothing about it. Here's the situation. Barcola has played only 926 League 1 minutes this season at PSG. That's disgraceful for a player of his quality. He's barely playing, sitting on the bench, wasting his talent. Despite this lack of game time, PSG are reportedly eager to offer him a new contract, and Arteta cannot allow that to happen. If Barcola signs a new deal at PSG, that window closes for Arsenal. Arsenal desperately need a fearless left winger. Barcola fits the bill perfectly. He's a right-footed left winger with dynamism that Arteta's side is missing. He's direct, He's fast, he scores goals. Let's talk numbers because they're damning for Arsenal's current options. Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard have combined for just 6 Premier League goals this season. 6 from 3 players. Barcola, despite not getting the minutes he deserves at PSG, has scored 7 goals in League One. More than all 3 Arsenal left-wingers combined. Think about that. One player not even starting regularly outscoring 3 Arsenal attackers combined. That's embarrassing for us and shows exactly what we're missing. And here's the kicker. Former France international Olivier Capot once compared Barcola to Thierry Henry. Yes, you heard that right. Our greatest ever player. Capot said about Barcola, he has success in front of goal. This ease, a bit like Thierry Henry. He can shoot on the ground, in the air, in one-on-one. He will try to hit the ball. It's a talent that must be supported. So Arsenal could potentially sign their next Thierry Henry. A player compared to our legend. A player who's available. A player who wants to leave PSG. A player who fits our system perfectly. And what are Arsenal doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're sitting on our hands while the January window ticks away. This is madness. Pure madness. Arsenal aren't getting enough output from the left wing. Barcola is the solution. He's available. He wants to move. PSG aren't playing him. It's the perfect storm for a transfer, but Arsenal are reportedly looking ahead to the summer. Why? Why wait 6 months when you can solve a problem now? We're top of the Premier League. We're competing for the Champions League. This is our season. Every point matters. Every goal matters. Waiting until summer could cost us the title. Imagine Barcola arriving in January. Fresh, hungry, direct, scoring goals, creating chances, giving Arteta that fearless option on the left wing that we've been missing all season. Instead, we're going to continue with Martinelli's inconsistency, Trossard's age, and Madueke still finding his feet. That's not good enough for a title-challenging team. Berta needs to move. Now. Contact PSG. Make an offer. Get Barcola to London in January. Don't wait until summer, when other clubs might get involved, when PSG might convince him to sign a new deal, when the opportunity might disappear. Arsenal fans should be screaming for this signing. It makes too much sense not to happen. But knowing Arsenal, we'll probably wait until summer, miss out, and then wonder why we didn't act sooner. Final story, and it's a warning Arsenal fans need to hear. Jamie Carragher thinks we're going to struggle at Leeds United this weekend. After the disappointment of losing 3-2 to Manchester United at home, Arsenal now travel to Elland Road to face Leeds. And it's going to be tough. Leeds are proving tricky to beat. They've lost just once in their last 10 Premier League matches. At Elland Road this season, they've lost only 2 of 11 home games. And here's the scary part. Chelsea, Manchester United, Newcastle United and Liverpool have all failed to win away at Leeds this campaign. 4 massive clubs. None could get 3 points at Elland Road. Carragher was asked about the Leeds match on Sky Sports Monday Night Football, and here's what he said, and I'm paraphrasing, Arsenal should win, but it'll be by the odd goal. It's going to be a really tough game. He pointed out that Arsenal don't score an abundance of goals. We rely heavily on set pieces. That means Leeds can stay in the game even if they go 1-0 down. The atmosphere at Elland Road is intense. The crowd gets behind their team. They've taken big scalps this season. Carragher compared it to Arsenal's recent 1-0 win at Everton. Similar level team, tight game, won by a single goal. He expects the same at Leeds. And honestly, he's probably right. Arsenal's attackers have been struggling recently. That's been a key reason behind our dip in form. We're not creating enough. We're not scoring enough. We're relying on moments rather than sustained attacking pressure. Arteta must get his front 3 selection right at Elland Road. If he picks the wrong attackers, we could be in for a long, frustrating afternoon. But if he rotates wisely, keeps everyone fresh, and we go to Elland Road with energy and sharpness, we should be able to navigate what Carragher correctly identifies as a tough game. All right, Gooners, 3 stories that all point to the same conclusion. Arsenal need to ask T, whether it's signing Dimarco, who Thierry Henry called magnificent, bringing in Barcola, who's literally begging to leave PSG, or properly managing the squad rotation for Leeds after Carragher's warning. I need your opinions right now in the comments. Should Arsenal go all in for Dimarco this month, or wait until summer and risk missing out? Is it criminal that we're not signing Bradley Barcola when he's available, wants to come, and outscores our entire left wing combined? And do you agree with Carragher that Leeds will be a tough game? Or are you confident Arsenal will win comfortably? Drop your takes below. Let's have a proper debate because January is running out and decisions need to be made. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now and smash that notification bell for daily Arsenal content. Thanks for watching, Gooners, and remember, come on you Gunners!